For goodness sake, a naked emperor cannot lecture us about how to be clothed. Pan-Africanism is not a theory. It's the lived solidarity that made the Ethiopians give Nelson Mandela a passport, that made Senegalese civil servants contribute $1 each every month for the liberation of South Africa, that made Zambia take care of us as Zimbabweans and South Africans as we fought for our liberation, that made Uganda take care of the comrades that now run this country. If Pan-Africanism has no active solidarity action, no active affirmative action, the words are meaningless, because even the devil can quote scripture. If we ourselves, even our thieves, are not patriotic, when they steal from Africa, they invest in Europe. They don't believe. The minister said, fix our own governance system. The people in charge of governance system steal and invest elsewhere as an indictment or an affirmation of their own incompetence and incapacity. But the second bit is that I think both His Excellency Musa Faki, Professor Lumumba, and the minister indicated, when you grow a disconnect between the people who give you legitimacy, who are the ultimate resource for the transformation of any nation, when you grow a disconnect between your culture, Amilcar Cabral said, every revolution is first a cultural revolution. A people must believe in themselves. That way they're able to produce both citizens and leaders who are not only patriotic and competent, but that are future focused and that are regenerative. Unfortunately for us, we have constantly killed three forms of assets. First asset, we kill our babies and our young people by never exposing them. And Rwanda is an exception to this, to what it means to govern and what it means to negotiate, what it means to compete. Number two, in all our countries, anybody, the age group of the people sitting at this table, when you are out of government, you are finished. The state has absolutely no use of the experience, the expertise, and the resources. We are constantly going elsewhere to look for experts that we either have in the diaspora or we have in our countries. The inability to build, retain, use our own local expertise and experience. The third is that we have created everything to be so leader-centric that most of our citizens either wait for God or wait for the leader or wait for foreigners. And the day must come in Africa where Pan-Africanism is Pan-Africanism of the people. No matter how brilliant institutions are, continental or regional, as long as they are not nourished by the ideas of African intellectuals, African artists and activists. But there is hope. Many of you may not see it as hope. The dominance of Afrobeat and Afropop in the world today, sending a message, if that can be used as a vehicle of cultural regeneration, if what the young people have been able to do with tech can be used as a way of reimagining, then what we're talking about as a phenomenon will end. The third is that we can't keep sending all our people. I know that it's maybe brain gain for some people. We can't keep sending all our young people to Europe, to America, and elsewhere without creating pathways back. Why? Frantz Fanon said they realized that the empire or the center came and took the best from amongst us and took them to their best institutions, and they emptied them of their own culture and their own sense of being, and they filled them with ideas of how to be good Europeans and Americans. And when they returned, their kith and kin realized that their children had not come back. What had come back were echoes of the empire. You and I, having had the opportunities to serve outside our continent, when we return, we're not trying to establish little Europe's, little France, little America. There must be an authentic way. That's why Rwanda's revolution is not only leadership. It is homegrown solutions, not for Rwanda only, but for the whole world, not just for Africa. We cannot assert ourselves culturally, intellectually, spiritually, as long as we are leprous and dependent. We do not, and we have not controlled our mining sector. We do not and we have not controlled our data and statistics. We do not and have not controlled our education. We do not and have not controlled our security, whether it's digital security or it's generic continental security, whether the threats are exogenous or indigenous. We do not and have not controlled our communication channels. This is something that's been realized since the inception of the African Union.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi, Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 9th day of the 12th month, being December 2023. Therefore, today is Saturday. As you may know, I welcome each and every one of you onto this hallowed platform where we preach the gospel of liberation, the gospel of freedom, that you may know the truth, because you are preaching the gospel of truth, and the truth shall set you free. Therefore, do not deny your friends and well-wishers, even your enemies, listening to this hallowed platform. We are here live and direct, and you can listen to our voice as we are speaking right away. We are on many parts of Biafra land on FM 102.1, CHK 102.1. You can be hearing our voice on FM 102.1 in many parts of Biafra land. Also, we are on satellite, free-to-air satellite. You just buy your free-to-air satellite decoder and set it, and you will be hearing my voice as I'm speaking, because we are live and direct. Today is Saturday, the 9th day of December 2023. Therefore, please invite your brothers, your siblings, your friends and well-wishers, even your enemies, to gather and listen to the gospel of freedom, the gospel of liberation, the gospel of truth. As our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu instituted this platform in order to say nothing but the truth, to preach nothing but the truth. The only thing we preach here is reality. Truth is constant. Truth is absolute. Truth is scientific. It doesn't matter the language with which you use. Truth remains truth. That is the thing. But in the world of today, people are trying to bend it to suit whatever they are, they want to achieve. But here on Radio Biafra, we preach it as it is. It is a bitter pill, but that is what heals. As you may know, we are approaching the D-date, or the D-day, which is the 15th of this month. In 6 days' time, countdown has started. 6 days' time. That is, I think it's going to be on Friday. It will be the 15th on Friday. Our leader will once again be going to the Supreme Court, the Nigeria Supreme Court, in order for them to decide, or to decide his fate. Although his fate has been decided, because he has been discharged and acquitted. So whatever they are doing is just playing pranks. I see it. I am telling you honestly. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never committed any crime. That's why on the 13th day of October 2022, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was released, discharged and acquitted by the Nigerian Appeal Court But the Nigerian government said no, they refused to obey their court order. Therefore, as you might have heard it, our HOD, when you see Mazi Chinedu said it last time, that our patience will run dry on the 15th of December 2023. IPOB has never made this type of statement before. For your information, this is the first time. Our patience as a movement will run dry on the 15th of December 2023. Therefore, we have seen what is going on. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released. The appeal court order should be upheld and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released. We are sick and tired of these plain pranks. I call it plain pranks. Eshikwe here, Gakwa here, Mekwe nka. Tinubu say, I want to release him, but some Igbo politicians say no. What? So, is this a story that you tell adults? Is that what we are going to continue hearing? For your information, our patience is going to run dry on the 15th of December 2023. I am reiterating on what our HOD said. Mazi Chinedu, that is reality. You know, the other day I reiterated it also. We need to take our destiny in our own hands, which Ahmad Bello promised that they will work towards us not taking our destiny in our own hands. That's why we have been, zombieing here and there. That's why Hope Uzodinma is imposed in Imo, in us in Imo as a Imo governor, and people are doing nothing about it. That's why we don't have no seaport. Every seaport in our land is technically knocked up. And people are doing nothing about it. Everything is, people are playing pranks, playing politics about it. Our patience will run dry on the 15th of December 2023. Because we cannot continue being patient all the days of our lives. There comes a time when you have to say no. Whatever will happen, let it happen. Whatever will happen, let it happen. We must take our destiny in our own hands. That is the reality. Because I don't see the reason why other people do the same thing we are doing without any problem. They consider them as human beings. But we Biafrans, we have been clamoring, we have been slaughtered, massacred, we have been, denied of our natural God-given rights, marginalized in the most open way. We have cried to the United Nations, to different countries, and they say, go to hell. Mazi Chinedu asked, Biafrans, are you really ready to go to hell? It's a very big question, a rhetorical question you should answer. But as a people, we are not going to go to hell. We are going to go to Biafra. That is the answer. Therefore, We must continue in what we are doing. We must continue in what we are doing. On the 15th of this month, in the next 6 days, as you may know, tomorrow, Mazi Chinedu, he gave, solicited, or ordered that people should pray in Biafra land, not in any other place, buying Ojibo, Igbo Kola, with 4 lobes, Obara, Ozoano, in order to use it by the oldest person in the community. If the oldest person is not around on ground, these rites should never be done in anywhere other than Biafra land. It should not be done outside Biafra land. If the eldest is not there in Biafra land, the second. If the second is not there, the third. As long as he's alive. As long as he's in Biafra land, we do it. Go for, make pronouncements each day. On the 10th, on the 11th, on the 12th, on the 13th, on the 14th. In order to release them to do anything they want to do, so that if the Zeus fumbles, whatever that is happening is from our ancestors. You understand? That is how it is. Therefore, we must continue. Before I continue, remember, today is Saturday, a day dedicated to discussions on religious issues. Remember that every revolution, according to Amilcar Cabral, who fought for the freedom, the independence of Guinea-Bissau and Cabo Verde, he said that every revolution is first of all a cultural revolution, because you have to first of all believe in yourselves before you could start fighting for your liberation. Because if you don't believe in yourself, you cannot even think about fighting for your liberation. You know that? You know, there are some sayings that you think is very simple, but when you sit down and ponder on it, now you start reading, understanding the deep meaning. Every genuine revolution is first of all cultural revolution. That is number one. Do you know why? Because you have to first of all believe in yourself before you could start fighting for your liberation. It's common sense. If you don't believe in yourself, you better remain a slave. That is because you don't believe in yourself. Because if you liberate yourself, you have to do things by yourselves. No more fight, no more crying and clamoring for somebody to do it for you. Once you are free, you do something by yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you will not even care to fight for freedom, because you are still not matured enough to be free. You understand it? That is it. So when you talk about cultural revolution, where does it go? That is, religion is involved. Our values, it includes our religion. Because when you talk about religion as per se this time around, it involves every facet of life. It involves marriage. It involves land settling. It involves how to do different things. How to feeding. How you relate socially with other people. It involves even making laws that guide us as a people. All are encompassed in the word we call religion. You understand? That is a way of life. You understand me? That is why when you talk to for example, somebody pick your phone and you call the person, instead of switching off the phone and stealing the phone, he will return it. You ask the person, why do you return this phone? Phone of 600, 700,000 naira, 1 million. Why didn't he? He said, no, no, I cannot do it. I will not do it. Not I cannot do it. I will not do it. Why? Because I'm a Christian. You know, that answer is showcasing something, a misunderstanding of who you are. You understand? You know, I used to repeat this. Instead of telling the person, no, I will not steal because I'm an Igbo man. I'm a Biafran. I'm a German. So according to our culture, we don't steal. You know, so it shows when you say, no, I will not steal because I'm a Christian. Which means you don't have a culture. You are savages. You confirm what the white people wrote, the propaganda they wrote in killing us, that they come to convert us because we are savages. We are not living before they came. So they came, they saw us on top of trees as a, wild beasts. It's what you are telling, it's what you are involuntarily or unconsciously, it's what you are professing. When you say, oh, why are you so quiet? Why are you a good person? Why are you giving me this? Why are you giving me help? No, I have to help you. I'm a Christian. You send a wrong signal. Before the advent of the religion, we have been living as good people. For your information. Why not answer? No, I will not steal your phone. Why? Why should I? Though my phone is not even up to your own, but it doesn't push me to steal your phone. Why should I? Then why are you doing it? Why? Others will not give it back, or they will steal it. They will go and sell it even 1/4 of the price. He said, no, I'm a Biafran. I'm an Igbo man. In our culture, we don't steal. In our tradition, it's abomination to steal. Do you see a sound answer, a sound reply from a sound brain, from the son or daughter of the land? It shows that your race has dignity over money. No, I cannot. Why should I react in a bad way? I will not react. Then why shouldn't I provoke you and you didn't react? You even helped me. No, because that is our culture. I'm an Igbo man now. So it's our culture. It's our tradition. Our tradition is we help people. It doesn't matter who they are, whether strangers. We help them. I pick up something. I will not steal it. Instead, I keep it. Because I know that the land which I'm standing is watching me. The breeze I'm breathing is watching me. The sun is watching me. You understand? So why should I steal? Our culture, in our culture, if you steal, you will have repercussion in future. So I will not steal. And you have shown that person, you have given him a food for thought to go and research about. If he's not an Igbo, if he's a stranger, to go and make research about your culture. Do you see? But when you say, no, why? I'm a Christian. I'm a born again. Oh, laugh. If he's a stranger, we make him to understand that, oh, yes, what the white people say, they are right. They made you good. The colonization you received, the slavery they bought your forefathers is good for you. That is the good result you are portraying by being a Christian, so you don't do evil, because you people are evildoers until white people came to you and change you. And now that's why you pick my phone. You cannot steal it. You don't want to steal it because the white people have changed you. It makes the person even look down on you as a human being. Let us learn little things. For goodness sake. You understand? Let us learn little. If you do good to somebody and he's surprised and asks you, you are a good person. Why you decide to do this good to me? Why? He said, no, why? It's my culture, I'm an Igbo man. I'm an Ijo man. I'm an Urobo. It's our culture. In our culture, we do good. That is our value. It's because we believe that the land we stand is, is watching us. It's testifying. If you do good, it will come back to you. If you do bad, it will ricochet to you. You use that opportunity to preach your tradition, to preach your value to him. That is how it is done. And it will make him, if he never hear about your culture, it will make him to go and research more about it. Do you see it? But today we are missing the point. Everything we are doing should be spreading the gospel. You understand? Spreading the gospel of our good conducts. That is it. But many people will not understand. So, I am reiterating on what America Cabral, his word. He said that every revolution you see on this world is first of all a cultural revolution. Do you know why it is cultural? Do you know why? Because you have to first of all believe in yourself before trying to free yourself or fight for freedom or liberation. Without believing in yourself, you will not even try to fight to liberate yourself, because you will believe that outside there you will not survive, because you don't believe in yourself. And when we talk about believing in yourself, that is your culture. Yes, I can do it. When it involves the culture, it talks about the culture. What does it entail? Religion. That is the modern word for it. This word religion, it came into English lexicon in the 16th century only. Only 16th century, 400 years plus only ago. Before, there was nothing like the word religion. You understand? There was everything was called tradition or culture. Oh, these people is their tradition, is their culture. Nothing like religion until the Reformation, when Luther started asking questions, and now they started saying the word came out. Religar. It came out. They started forming Utuo. That division now started coming. They started coining words. Words in languages always new words are all come out always. Every year. That is why our language, Igbo language, is not being updated. I am telling you, it's a very big problem. Any stagnant water always smells. And it becomes bad, runs stale. Do you know that English word now, they have included different words? I think this year, 2023. You have a word like downfall. Downfall in English dictionary. Today, 2023 English dictionary. You see the word, they add things that are used commonly, colloquially. But after the experts of the language, we now gather and say, let us add this one, officialize it. That is how words are being added in languages, updated. Things that come out new that you didn't have before. Every year, the people must gather in order to add it into their lexicon. But in Igbo language, this doesn't happen. That's why many things we don't have it in Igbo language. Many things. I don't know whether somebody can tell me what is computer in Igbo language. What is computer? Can somebody tell me? Many things. Because they neglect the essential of our living. The essentials. Nothing. Here we are, as I said, according to America Cabral. Every revolution is first a cultural revolution. Because you have to believe in yourself. What is believing in yourself? Your culture. Before you could start fighting for your liberation. Do you understand? Let me just flip in one or two headlines before I continue, please. One or two headlines. There is this headline The one man, you see how they are bosses. Today's news on Sahara the reporters. Nigerian military has not mistakenly bombed the south or eastern Nigeria, but only north. Islamic cleric Yabo says north is bleeding. Do you see how these people work? Each and every one of them works towards one goal. They continue, but in our own, once look at the demolition of our people's houses. That one is no, who is consistently doing something about it? Our politicians, our cleric. This man is saying Nigeria military has not mistakenly bombed the south or eastern Nigeria, but only north. But every time this Buffon don't see when every time they bring Operation Python dance with fighter jets, their bombers, they round the people up and kill them. They call them ESN. They call them IPOB. Any person they kill in Biafra land, they illegally, they say it's a ESN. That case closed. No person asks questions. You see how these people continue pushing. They continue pushing. The other day I saw even protests in Abuja for bombing Kaduna. Protests in Abuja. To the extent some people are now trying to push it that the person that carried the trigger is no more Nigerian military. The person is trying to say, although it's an individual. He's trying to portray it. It's one Igbo man. Is him that he brought. He going contrary to military norms, because it's the Nigerian military. It's the Nigerian military. How many times have they bombed and they continue bombing our land? How many times? The other day I read they bomb a part of Iguacha. They say they are bombing illegal refineries or bunkering sites. But they are burning people to death. Hundreds, if not thousands of people to death. But our people are not bringing it up. Now we say this one is a Islamic cleric. Islamic cleric. Do you know why I love these people? They are outspoken. I am telling you. Everywhere. They are outspoken. They are not like our own type of religion that are, where they are good at is turning against their own people. These people, they are outspoken. They are outspoken. Look at a high-ranking, a bishop, a prelate, Christian Anglican prelate, was kidnapped by Fulani headsmen. They didn't make a case out of it, and he paid under 24 hours 100 million naira. Christian Association of Nigeria, the whole Christians in Nigeria didn't make any case out of this. Oh, Chineke, within few days, everything now, we thank God that everything go like this. Now money chop now. That one, could you believe? Could you have? Let me ask you. If, for example, in Sokoto, you say some non-Fulani, maybe Igbo Christians, they kidnap a high-ranking Islamic cleric, and he paid money in Bauchi, in their land, and come out. Do you know what would have happened? But this thing happened, and it became only a few days, 1, 2, 3, 4 times in Kahaga. No, let us look for peace, give peace a chance. No, leave, they pray. Do you see why we want to remove this mentality of peace at all costs that is being preached by this religion in our land? It is making us more buffonic. That kidnap of the prelate I think the name of the man is Kanu, the bishop. He's a very big man in the Christian hierarchy in Nigeria. A very big person, personality. They paid 100 million under 24 hours. Now, Christian Association of Nigeria, Nigerian Christians didn't rise up to make a very big case. And being kidnapped, he said it to pump and play, koro several times on video, on YouTube, everywhere, that these people are Fulani. In our Igbo land, not even in the north. People take it down, downplayed it. How do you call people that are stupid? I don't know. In Nigeria, they put stupid, gullible people with domineering people that are dominating, that are naked wire. The Fulani. And you think that, peace will reign as you are looking for peace? Only that situation, that kidnapping of that man, should have made the Nigerian Christians to clamor, to make a heavy case against the Nigerian government. But did they do it? No. Go and pray. Do you see the stupidity we are trying to make sure that we minimize in our brains? Now, this man is an Islamic cleric. He is talking about the bomb, the mistaken bomb by the Nigerian military. In Kaduna, he have become this thing for how long now? Whether it's over 1 month, but every day they keep it burning. They don't give up. They continue until they get something, not a secretly. They don't like a secret arrangement. Do it open. Do you see it? But in our own, in the religion they give us they will call them secretly. Oh yeah, take this money. More I give. I will settle that payment 100 million. I will give you 200 million. Don't worry, let it die. And they will just say, okay, God have done it. After all, we have gotten 100 million plus. They believe that the money is a capitalist religion. For your information, it's a capitalist religion. Capitalism, pure capitalism. It's not about even religion. It's not about. If people should have risen up and continue keeping the fire burning till today, they will get even international audience. But what did they do? After all, they are Christians, but they say no, Igbo man. I beg, it sounds him good, Igbo man. We must continue. Say the north is bleeding. But this man don't talk about, look, let me read another news headline. Bandits killed over 750 civilians, abducted 45 from Nigerian schools in 2023. Only Nigerian schools, so these are boys and girls only. It talks about 700, when the official record is 750. Just add another, minimum, add another zero. That is 7,005. This is only from Nigeria schools. Bandits in the north. Do you see that? They are not talking about it. It doesn't, as long as it's their own people doing it, they don't care. After all, they are the people sponsoring them. There is something that the Fulani is doing. They are these Fulani politicians. They are sponsoring the Fulani. They are playing very, very, very sophisticated politics in Nigeria. And that is why they are where they are today. When they want to draw wider audience in order to fight outsiders, they come, they say, they are against us, so they're not. Because they are against us, they're not. Now, they will galvanize the whole Northerners, both Jukuno, both Kanurio, both Christians and Muslims, both other religions in the north. They will say, oh, we are all the same. Do you remember in election, during the election campaign, do you remember this man that I've forgotten his name? He's a Northerner also. He's a Fulani man. He went to the church, northern churches, and told them that, look, forget about religion. Vote for a northerner. Not Muslim ticket is better for you as a north. You are a northerner first. So forget about the religion. Do you see the sophisticated politics they are playing? Whereas they are the people that are sponsoring now, they are Fulani foot soldiers, terrorists, to go and be killing the non-Fulani, even Muslims and other religions among them in the north. Very sophisticated. And they will gag them. You shouldn't talk. You will not talk now. Because when you talk, even, who will hear your voice? We the Southerners, we say all of you not not. So not be all of you na one, Awusa. We put them as one. And the Fulani, they will laugh. They will tell their indigenous people in the north, whether Christians or non-Muslims or non-Fulani, they say, cry me blood, no person will hear your voice. Do you see that? They are wiping communities out in the north by these so-called bandits. They are Fulani terrorist headsmen. Do you see the politics? They are very I call it sophisticated politics. The same way they galvanize everybody, the whole Nigeria, north and west, to fight, even to the extent they come and go to our land, galvanize our people, Igbos, some Jos, some Efik, some Urobo, in order to fight. There is one Urobo man. He was a military hierarchy during the war, but he's retired. I think I have read his news, or I played it here, either last year, where he was regretting for what he did. He said he's an Urobo. He said the thing they fought for, the highest mistake he committed was fighting against Biafra. Because he said, look at in their own land, in his community, nothing there. And the thing they fought against is what they are seeing till today. More. In his own community, nothing, feed, everything is feed. So he regretted. But it's too late. It's the same thing they are doing. They give you bogus promises, the Igbos are the problem, they are dominating, they infuse that hatred. Because they know that these are the people that will open your eyes, that will liberate you, will lead the liberation that will free everybody. They go to the nucleus. Do you see the impostor or the dead Buhari called us the dots? Do you know the meaning of the dots? Ishimini. He said we are the dots. They carry everybody along in order to fight against us. They call the dots. But after, when the thing finish, when they fight, they defeated us. Now other people, both our brothers in Ikwere, oh yeah, now what you promise us, is it not why they killed the Sarawiwa? Oh, what you promise us, oh yeah, do it now. You say if we fight against our own brother, now you will make us great. They say, who are you? Come on, shut up. They will now turn against you. You know the smartest thing. I don't know why I'm going inside, although I will rush what I have today anyway. But the digression is necessary. The smartest thing the caliphate did after the war. Listen. When our people went back to take their properties in the north, I didn't hear any Igbo man that lost his property that he left, ran away in the north. They gave them back the whole landed properties, everything complete to them. When I tell you that these people are experts in politics, you don't know, you don't tell me, you don't believe me. In the north, everywhere in the north, they give them, our people, they give them their whole properties, which they left for almost 3 years. I read one time somebody saying when there, even the house he left, he said he went there, they gave him, somebody was collecting his rent for the 3 years he stayed during Biafran war. When he went back, they collected the whole rent and kept for him. Complete. And he said, oh, these people are good. You don't know that they are heading to somewhere. They gave back everything to our people in order to bring you back. That is number one. Now they encourage our own blood brothers. They infuse hatred and separation among us, among them. They say, they encourage them. Hey, don't give them their properties. So. Don't give them their properties. So seize it. It's for you. We will support you to seize their properties. You know, they put this confusion among us. Oh, I don't know how to explain this. Some people, no, we feel we are lower in politics. I am telling you. These people are, somebody will call now and say, no, the British are helping them. I agree. But I used to ask this question and nobody has answered. Did the British help Ottoman Danfodio to single-handedly conquer the Hausa race? In early 19th century, 1804 to 1805. It's very simple question. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you will tell me that, you lecture me. Because when I say that these people are knowledgeable politically, now people are trying to make it that, oh, now it is the Europeans that are helping them. Now I say no. These are people that have been fighting wars. Since if you study the history of the Fulani, the Torobe Fulani, the worst form of Fulani that is in Nigeria, they are in Nigeria. They are the Fulani you see in Nigeria today. The Torobe tribe, a clan of Fulani. These are the people. The lineage, their ancestors were the people that even killed their own Fulani people to convert them to Islam. I don't know. Sometimes I say, even why studying even history more? Because it makes you understand things that others don't understand. It makes you even become annoyed. Even these are the worst form of not the Fulani in Burkina Faso. Not the worst one. The clan. Inside them they have clans. The worst clan is the one in Nigeria. Ask any viable Fulani man, knowledgeable Fulani, not all this new age, no, knowledgeable one, he will tell you they are the one in Nigeria, because that is where they want to conquer. Allah told them that the Nigeria land, our land, the indigenous people land, is for them. That is why they are fighting it. That land filled with milk and honey. The same way you are clapping for Israel. Oh, they go and take Canaan. Hallelujah. That is the same way they are saying they are now clamoring for your land. Do you see what goes around? When you are praising people for taking other people's land. Do you see it? Now, these are the people that they didn't hesitate to kill many of their people, fight war, internal war. They fought internal war to galvanize themselves together. Do you think galvanization of a people is easy? Our people, we always want to get something very easy. Shortcut everywhere, shortcut. It doesn't happen. On 7th century, 12th century, these people, the Fulani, they were not Muslims. Only very few. Now these people were the people, they read jihadists. They claim that they came through the lineage of the wife of Muhammad, that they come from that side. That's why they now became so harsh that their people, they didn't pity their own people. What you are seeing as a people, a Fulani people, they are doing something together. They are in one religion. Mostly, it didn't come easy. They fought civil wars among them. Do you know that? That was part of the worst clan of Fulani that instigated all these things in order to turn the people, their own Fulani, all into the direction they are today. They are the ones, they are progenitors. They are the ones in Nigeria today dealing with us. And they strongly believe, Allah convinced them, they have conviction that our land is for them. So that when you clap for others that have taken people's land, be careful. Be careful, oh. When you use it to preach in your pulpit in churches, be careful. Hey, ndị Kenan anapụghị ha gbuo onye dị ime, gbuo nwaanyị dị ime, gbuo onye na Saul the command. This is the way they are receiving command to slaughter us. Do you see what religion can cause? When you are supporting evil, think twice, because it can come back to you. And you are crying. The same way we are crying today, that is the same way the story you are reading that you are clapping for. Oh, these are people of God. That is the same way they killed the people and they were crying in their own land. And you are clapping that, oh, it is God that gave it to them. Think twice, please. What am I saying? These bandits, they killed over 750 civilians. It's on news, today's news. Abducted 45 from Nigerian schools in the north in 2023. But these people, they are not seeing it as something, disturbing. No. This one is only school. So all for other villages, these are uncountable. It will go into hundreds of thousands in the north. Because they are sponsoring it. Do you see how they move? Do you see how they fear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB? Do you see the reason why they want to annihilate us? Because we think in a sophisticated manner. We know them. We know their ways. Not an ordinary Igbo man. Ordinary German that doesn't only what he cares is for money. He don't know what that money you are collecting or that promise. You don't know what your generations will pass through because of your single act. Look at what happened in Imo State. What they call election. Oh, both of them use money. The whole budget allocation, everything, he used it to buy people. Only hotel, reservation of hotel from 4th to 11th of November, he spent 5 billion naira. Whereas teachers are not paid, nurses are not paid, civil servants are not paid. And you tell me that is so. And people are collecting this money, 1,000, 10,000. Happily collecting it. That somebody collected 5,000. The one not some revealed. It's 2,000 naira, and he signed, and he's happy. Maybe today, maybe one of his siblings must have been butchered by a bubag, because they are having problem with the hopes of them. That what he promised them, he didn't accomplish it after the election. So now they are running berserk in our land, killing any person. They enter your house or any empty. Our houses in the villages are empty, big houses. Only old men and women are there. What would they do? They go there. They break the doors, gate, and tow out any car. And if they see nice car from there, they tow it out and go their way. No person stops them. That is the situation we find ourselves in Imo State today. They will gather in their tents and go and rob in nowhere, and nothing happens. And the worst part of it is that now they are drafting the Yoruba police officers in Biafra land. Their man is there, so they are drafting them in order to come and take charge. Check many police stations now in our land, in Biafra land, is being controlled by mostly Yoruba police officials. Why? It is for you to find out. It is for you to find out. Let me go into the topic of today's submission, which I will be fast because time is not in my hand. I started late anyway, about 20 to 25 minutes late, or 15 to 25 minutes late. Now, I'm talking about religion and freedom fighting. Let us please take it easy, because sometimes some people will ask. I used to see people saying, no, let us get land first before getting the mat. And I asked, what is the land and what is the mat? Recovering, telling us what we should know. The problems we are having. Is it not part of getting the land? Is it not? I am asking. Because this when you come to Biafrans, everything concerning us is intertwined with religion. There is nothing you can do. You rise up early in the morning, you salute somebody, Bonachi. Or say, Jehovah Beze. He have put, that is the answer. Because you cannot remove us from spirituality, but now we convert it to religion. So every facet of our life is intertwined with religion, mostly Biafrans. And most of us, Biafrans, are doing this thing with their whole heart. But, when you pay for a cruise ride, for example, you pay for cruise ride in a ship. People pay and they were, happy, now jolly inside the ship, not knowing that the ship is going to Bermuda Triangle, where it will perish. How do you see that? If somebody starts raising alarm amid the people that are eating and dancing inside the ship, say, no, this ship is not good, though where it's heading is not good. Many people will say, nah, this guy is a drunkard. He's a drunk. I beg, leave him. Some people might listen. So that is what we are doing. So our daily lives is intertwined with religion. To the extent our enemies, our detractors, they know it. That is why they are using it now to derail us. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is why I am talking about religion and freedom fighting. Now the question I ask, does religion support or align with the fight for liberation? It is for you to answer. Does religion really support or align with the fight for liberation? That is for you to answer. Normally, religion should not stand in the way of freedom fighting. It shouldn't. But in the history of modern times, the only religions used to subjugate people are always foreign to the people. What I'm telling you is historical, something that is historically correct. You cannot use our natural organic value to subjugate us. No, people know it. People will cry out, no. People will resist it. There is no way you can, because what you know, another person know it. What this family know, another family know it. It's our culture, it's our tradition. So how can you use it to subjugate us? It's impossible. It is only something you didn't know, like that, something that is foreign, that could be used for manipulation and subjugation. Indigenous organic religions are always part of the people. It's part and parcel of the people, and has never been incompatible or in friction with the people, because we are together. It is our way of life. So how can we be fighting ourselves? It's impossible. Before, we didn't know what is preaching to somebody about religion. It's not our culture. Why should, if you, for example, you from one community in Biafra land and go another community for something, the first thing you will ask is how, though our values are the same, but there are some slight things. There are some people, maybe they don't go to farm. If you are living in another land, which is also part of Igbo land, some places like in our land, you don't go to farm in a kuku. You don't go. It's our resting day. You can go to market, So there are some people, maybe it's Orie, they don't go. So it's all these things you ask. It's not bringing your own, say, no, why are you doing like this? My own is better. No. Likewise, even if you get out of Igbo land, you try to first of all learn their religion, their culture, which you call religion today, so that you don't go against them. You understand me? You don't go against them. Like the other time, I think a few months back in Lagos, they brought a notice that they are celebrating their one, is it a Sese or something like that? Yoruba is Sese. They circulated the news that no person should come out from 9 o'clock in the night. It is their culture. You cannot go and impose and say, no, who is, what is your this and that. But this is what the Europeans did to us. They come, when we say, no, this is our thing, we don't do it. They say, no, this is evil. They judge it immediately because they brought a standard with them. Our own standard, they reduce it to animalistic standard. They impose, as a colonizer, as a colonialist, you must always have this superiority complex that your own thing is the best. So you must find one way or the other in order to demonize your host. They did it in Africa. They did it in Americas. They did it in Asia. The only difference is that other places fought, and some resisted until they conquer. They took back their culture. They didn't. The European culture didn't, which you call religion today, it didn't penetrate. You understand? Like in the Middle East, they were colonized by the Europeans, first by Ottoman. Ottoman wanted to lead them. The Europeans, after conquering Ottoman, they wanted to use Ottoman Empire in order to also mislead the Middle East, the Arabs, so that they will be following the Western culture, zombietically, in a mumu manner, like Africans are doing. Impose their government, impose their religion, impose everything. But during the Arab nationalism revolution in 19th century, early 19th century, the Arabs rose up. They said no. They have a revolution. The result is what you are seeing today in Dubai, in Saudi Arabia. That is progress, because they went back to their culture and said, no, we are not going to leave our culture. They want us to, because little by little they were removing them, following Western culture through Ottoman Empire. That is the best. That through this they have a high tech. That they have a high technology more than anything. So let us follow them. Some after Arab intellectuals, they rose up. They said no. They started a revolution. Arab nationalism. They said no. We are first of all Arab, and we are Muslim. Islam is our culture. It's our religion. So we are not going to follow any other thing. If we are going to develop, we are going to use our culture and religion to develop. And don't you see how it is going today? Is it not the same development that you are seeing in Italy? Is it not the same development you are seeing in Dubai? Is it not the same type you are seeing? But these people, they use their way because they went, but they had Arab consciousness. Because that is the first thing. You cannot start having a revolution without self-recognition. You see, it's highly impossible. Genuine revolution that will make you to succeed, to advance as a country. You must first of all recognize yourself. And recognition of yourself goes into your culture. When you are demonizing your culture, you are brainwashed into demonizing, talking every type of thing against your culture. How do you think that you will advance? The people you are following, they are seeing you as idiots. You understand? Why you see Arabs developing today? Because they went back and grabbed back their thing. Otherwise, they nearly lost, their nationalism or their tradition. But they grab it back. No matter in some Arab country, look at, can you see, hardly you see a prince, an Arab prince, dressed in suit. You see, even they dress in their regalia. You understand? To the extent that you love it. People start to become a fashion. If they carry that jalabia, they wear it, they tie all those things at this thing. Even before I have my own. Very nice. I love it. They make you to love their thing. But when you look at your this thing and start looking down on yourself and start going on foreigners thing. Look at, do you see Ishiago? Do you see how IPOB has succeeded in revitalizing Ishiago dressing? Something that we are going into extinct before. People people were ashamed of wearing it, but today have become a glamorous. Anywhere. Igbo man happily wear it. That is self-consciousness. When we say to going back our root, this is part of it. You think that it is a rocket science. It is when we start. No. These are things we look at. How do we address somebody? Mazi. Before IPOB, can you call somebody Mazi? Hardly. You tell you now, why did you call Mazi? Call me doctor, I'm doctor chief, this and that, or doctor chief reverend. But today, look at how Mazi has become a symbol of dignity. Just simple. These are the little things you might call mundane, but it matters a lot. You understand me? That is what we are doing. That is what we are saying. Let me continue, because I will be very quick. You know, some people are advising that I always make things brief, and I will heed to the advice so that it will permeate more to the skulls of our people. Now, as I said, normally, religion should not stand in the way of freedom fighting. But in the history of modern times, the only religions used to subjugate people are always foreign to the people. Indigenous organic religions are always part of the people and has never been incompatible or in friction with the people. Rather, it is due to the introduction, imposition, and or manipulations of foreign religions that always cause problems. But many wise people all over the world have also used their high positions in religions in order to fight in one way or another for different types of freedom or freedoms for their people. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Many wise people all over the world have used their high positions in different religious organizations or groups in order to fight in one way or another for different types of freedoms for their people. Now I give you some of the examples, just very few. Number one is Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King Jr., as you all may know, he was a Baptist church minister. For your information, a Baptist church minister who was a civil rights activist that led many protests, including the 1955 Montgomery bus boycott to defend voting rights. That time, the black people are not eligible to voting. Are you understanding me? Black people are not eligible to voting. They are called lower animals. They don't have to vote. The same way, do you know that Britain that is talking about woman equality, woman, criticizing this world is a funny place. So Britain, England, the United Kingdom, that is talking about as if the champion of woman rights, woman equality, this and that. Do you know that the British women only started voting in the 1930s? Do you know that? Before they were not, they don't participate in anything politics. They stay like Let Buhari said. Their position is in the room, in the inside room, and the other room, in the kitchen, and the other room. The Britain you are seeing today as if 1930s. When they came to Biafra land, they saw that we are a people practicing equality with our women. Our women participating directly in government. But Britain stopped it. Oh, Chineke. You know, this word, sometimes I say, oh, the problem we have is we have no knowledge of history. Britain came to Biafra land and saw that Igbo people, Ijaw people, all of us, Biafrans, we don't discriminate against our women. We participate. Both women, we have Omwada. This Omwada you are hearing is our culture, isn't it? They gather, they have mouths in the community governorship, in the community running. Our women, they participate directly in the day-to-day running of our community. That time, Britain doesn't even know what is woman right. They subjugate. A British man can kill his wife, chop off her neck without. They say, he's a woman. Say, okay, it's your property. They took their women as property, but they came to our land. They saw that we have equal dealings with our women. They shocked them. They were shocked. They say, how? They call it that this is anarchy. That is the reason why they disarmed everything, disbanded everything concerning us, our structures, our political structures in our land. They disbanded it. They said this is anarchy. How can women participate in running of government? And now they introduce their own warrant chiefs. All are men. They put all men. They say no, women should be relegated to the kitchen, as they were doing in England. Don't you know that? But today, Britain, the way it's talking as if they have been championing women since 1930s only. That was the time women started the sea road in England. They were allowed to even be voted and be voted for. Do you know that? These are people that are teaching us now. Here something that is our own. Now they start coming to teach us. Oh wow, we couldn't call the but when we go for man work, now so the world be. We are looking for they are doing all these things, teaching us our thing, as if they brought it to us. And you see many of our so-called intellectuals accepting, calling about women rights, women, something that has been in our DNA right from the word go. Now you are teaching it to us as if it's your thing, whereas it's our thing. When Britain started it yesterday, 1930, yesterday, they learned everything from us. They disbanded our own, destroyed our own, and now put only men as chiefs, warrant chiefs, no women. And women in 1929, he made the women to react. Why do you think that it's only women? They call it women it's normally women protest, but they call it women riots. Why is it only women? If women are relegated as the British women are, they will not even have the mouth to come and talk less of rising up. Do you know that? All these, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say we are going to defeat Britain with superior argument. Imagine that you are in a British parliament telling them this history, this real history. How will they feel? How do you think they will feel? These are people that have common sense. They will count low, be listening to you, because when they go to historical books, they know that what you are saying is 100% correct. Is it not defeat? You defeat them with superior argument. How can you be teaching me my thing? If our women are not, are not in day-to-day politics, how then could they be able to rise up? Only women. How? But you don't know. When you see British talking, you say, no, it's you people that teach us democracy. It's you people. It's you people that is helping us so that we empower our women so that they will be coming up in order to. Why do you make yourself so low? Tell them that, look, don't teach me my thing. You learn this from us. For your information, we must continue, please. We must continue. I'm talking about Martin Luther King. He is one of the examples of a religious clergy freedom fighter. He was a Baptist church minister who was a civil rights activist who led many protests, including the 1955 Montgomery bus boycott to defend voting rights, desegregation, and employment of ethnic minorities. When the one woman entered into the bus in defiance of the segregation of the bus, because there were buses for the white and those for the black. He said no. She entered the white bus and they arrested her and fined her. Martin Luther King Jr. took it as he said no. He led a protest. What is our religious clergy doing today in our land? Money. Money. Oh, you have a problem. I see somebody. He's going to die tomorrow. Oh yeah, let him come. Yeah. What is happening? You have to bring sow seed. All that matters to all this clergy in our land today: money, 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 money to live. You sow seed, otherwise they sow fear. They sow fear and discrimination, hatred among our people. Everything is caused by somebody sent you stroke. Oh, somebody from your village, they sent you stroke, spirit of stroke. Is this what we are going to continue hearing in this 21st century? Our people, can't you have brain? How many people are being sent to stroke? How many Americans are sending themselves stroke? Please. If you have the power to send the stroke, please. Why don't you send the stroke? Why can't they send the stroke to Tinubu? Why can't they send stroke to Zodema so that he will die? You see that they bring kata everywhere in our land. Divisions, and to the extent people are afraid of their brothers and sisters because of what they are being told. Instead of behaving like Martin Luther King, to fight for freedom, to tell the people the truth. But no, they choose money. To divide, divide and rule. They are doing their own in the family community level. They divide people. Once people that are maybe well-to-do, if you come to them for, they first of all remove you from your brothers by putting fear. That there are people, oh, I saw one of your uncles that is fighting against you. Everybody, you must have somebody that you suspect, either really or theoretically or practically, that is fighting. Your mind will go somewhere. Oh, is this family? Yes, they don't want since childhood they have been fighting. You have opened office. You have opened a broad way for him to take you hostage. No more. You can no more depart from anything he tell you. You will do. The next thing is, oh no, they are planning to kill you if you don't do this. I am going to go for 7 days fasting for you. Now you have to pay this. You have to finish. He will be holding you hostage every day. You must call him to tell him any of your program. Otherwise, do you want to go out and die? Do you want to go out and have accident? That fear will be in you always. Do you see the bondage many of our people are? Do you see the bondage? This is a very big bondage that our people are in Biafra land. They cause confusion in families. The best way to, like one Mazi that called here some time ago. He said he had been a victim. From England, from United Kingdom, he will travel home. And no person, none of his siblings at home will know that he came to Nigeria. The whole money that the Jew or the pastor, they will collect him at the airport, rip him off. Everything. Maybe the Mazi is listening. He gave the testimony. Here on Radio Biafra. They will rip him off, lodge him in a hotel, do that, they do work for him, they are praying for him. The whole money he has, they will rip him to the extent they will call to send. Once they see that you are stranded, they discharge you. Today, say anytime there is a place he used to sew whether 100 pounds in his suit, in his clothes. That one, so that once he's stranded, we use that, at least use that one, change it, take taxi, go to airport and change it and take his flight, go back. This is what our people are suffering. And you think that we will continue keeping quiet? Is it not human beings that will restore Biafra? Is it buffoons that will restore Biafra? Is it chaff that will restore Biafra? These people are causing stress to our lives. Every time, so a whole human being, a whole family man or family woman, all he's thinking is he's afraid. He or she is afraid. If he's coming out, he saw a cat. Hey, blood of Jesus. Hey, now my daddy Gio. He will go and tell his daddy Gio that he saw a cat. Oh, what color? Say black. Hey, they come from they send it now from village. Hey, I told you. You are lucky, oh. Come. Even I saw it. From there, he will make use heavy amount of money. Our people are suffering in bondage. Please, let us pity our people. Let us pity ourselves. This is the most, the phase one of liberation, mental liberation, so that we be free. Mentally, this man Martin Luther King, he led in the front, and he was assassinated in 1968. He was killed. He didn't go there and start waiting, playing to the gallery, talking how the whites, they love us so. As our people used to talk, the whites, they love us now. Don't you see? They even, if it's in our land, as Ohanes and Igbo used to say, they will say, the whites, they love us now. You don't see they bring some bus for us, designed for us to be, no matter that it's different, their own is different, our own, but it's still the same. What is wrong with it? Is their love for us? If not, they will say we should be trekking. If it's Ohanes and Igbo, our people, that is what they will be saying. But Martin Luther King said no. Everybody is equal. And he continued fighting for it. Leading the fight. He was a minister. A Baptist church minister. He didn't debar him. He didn't say no. He didn't preach to his people. Said no. Don't worry. In this worldly, in this worldly houses or worldly things. These are worldly things. Even if you are being deprived, you will have a place waiting for you in paradise. He didn't preach to them that. He knows that we are equal in this world, that we should fight for our equality in this world. And he did it. He instigated it. He was killed for it. How many of our so-called ministers of God can do that today? All that matters to them is living lavish lifestyle. Living lavish lifestyle. There's something somebody said in one social media platform, and I completely concur. He said something. He said, do you see, only a criminal, a bad person can be, there's a way he put it. He said, you see all these pastors that are receive, that he say, it's only bad people that can do that kind of thing. When you are a bad person in nature, or you are initiated into something that kills your conscience. You understand? Otherwise, he said, how can you see a poor woman that is suffering from something, you can help him, take her to the hospital, and get her healed normally. Now you bring out your olive oil. Say, oh yeah, this thing will cure you. He says only a criminal-minded hooligan can do this. If you have conscience, you cannot, because your conscience will be telling you, no, this thing you are doing, no. You know that olive oil you are giving him, it's not doing nothing. He's not going to do nothing. That the sticker you are giving, I think for they have read, you have passed. I could remember when he was running, when we are later. Hey, everybody, sticker, the whole car is a sticker. That one have ran and gone. He have gotten his resources, built his banks, and he's enjoying today, courtesy of the money he got from the whole population. He is promising those that he promised security. Where is security today? Many of them have been killed, kidnapped, but he is enjoying today, if he's still alive. He has the properties everywhere, enjoying the process of his personal encounter. He's enjoying it. Do you see it? Today, our people, we they know, we they reason. He is up for you. Now, this man, the tireless action of Martin Luther King Jr., which resulted also to his assassination in 1968, led the Congress to pass various federal laws such as Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Voting Rights Act of 1965, and the Civil Rights Act of 1968, which legally put an end to all forms of racial segregation throughout the United States. It's done by a clergy, a Christian Baptist clergy. Ask yourself, what is our own clergy talking about? Miracle. Oh, the year is coming to an end now. Oh, 2024 will be your year. Amen. You shout. Many of those that shout, within few days, criminals will kill them. If criminals don't kill them, bandits will slaughter them in the north. Or Fulani hates men anywhere in Nigeria. Anything can, or bad road can kill them, or they will put this thing, generator inside their house and sleep off, inhaling carbon monoxide and die. They will not tell them that, look, these are the malfunctions of the government. There is nothing like a miracle that can make you better, or that can make our country better. We have to face the reality. They don't tell it. They don't talk about it. No, they promise you something according to our leader, something that never comes. So that with it they pin you down. You continue hoping, living in cloud cooker land, living in dreams, living in fantasies, while rejoicing in poverty, physical poverty. The reality facing you is poverty, and you are rejoicing. You are living happily in it. That is the work of the ones we have in our land. Instead of leading the fight, as Martin Luther did. They know it's a tedious fight. You can lose your life. They don't want to lose their life. They want to be in the good books of the present government. That is why they campaign for, our churches have become campaign ground for politicians. They don't tell them anything, they campaign for them. They don't tell them, they don't open the people's, and instead they give people sleeping tablets to continue sleeping. No, don't hope. Everybody, our people, completely remove their eyes from the government. No, today, not only removing their eyes, forget about anything government. The only time they say the profit they get from government is they program them. The profit you get from government is when election is coming. Now you can be receive, take from them. Don't worry. If they give you 1,000 naira, you say your conscience. Say, that is the only thing I can get from government. Just like during the Neanderthalic time of human existence. Courtesy in many parts on this religious clergy, what they are preaching, the way they are conditioning the mindset of people. You see that? But their own counterparts in some other parts of the world fought for the people. Why couldn't they do it? Because of greed. Because of greed. Now another example is Desmond Tutu. Every one of you know he died at the last 2 years, 2021. Archbishop Desmond Tutu. He was the Anglican Archbishop of Cape Town from 1986 to 1996. Though during his early days, Desmond Tutu and other trainees did not engage in anti-apartheid campaigns. His college principal later noted, he gave him a note that Tutu and a few others were in some ways a very apolitical bunch. You understand? That was the reason why they recruited him. They want to use him. You see, Britain, they wanted to use him. Ndị ọcha are very smart. They know who to use. The recommendation from his principal during the early days of his college, or his early time in college, his college days, they said no. He didn't. Others are going and dying, fighting against apartheid. They don't care. They didn't involve themselves. Now their principal gave them that note that look right on them. He recommended them that these people are, including Desmond Tutu and others, that they are a political bunch, that they could be trusted in order to be with us as a white apartheid regime. And that recommendation made them to now ordain him. He was ordained as a priest by the Anglican Church in order to be used by the white apartheid government. But he later joined the side of his suffering people in the fight for liberations. You understand? In the fight for liberation. Because he knows what he wants. You understand? If it's our people, once they are being recruited, hey, no more going back. They don't see the suffering of their people. Hope Uzodinma said, "Na governorship your name no Chukwushi Boshi butere ya desin ka mmadụ ga-agwakwa ga napụta n'aka." Even if he destroy the whole Igbo land, as long as he's there, he doesn't care. Let him retain that place. Do you see? The people are different. That's why I'm saying that, look, mostly people in West Africa are different from people in other parts of Africa. I am telling you. People, mostly in Bight of Biafra, they are very cheap. Bight of Biafra. The place you call Bight of Biafra, they are very, very, very cheap. Very cheap to manipulate. Very cheap to buy. I am telling you. That's why even intelligence made it known that, look, many Igbo people in America, they are agents of CIA, American government agents, directly and indirectly. And they are happy about it. They are happy. Some of them are happy doing it. This is the reality. That is why the problem we have in IPOB is mostly in America. It's in America. A place where somebody that lives in a place that things are working, that reality is working, everything is working, but they want to go back to that darkness in our land and scam our people, steal the ones they have there and take it back to America. Look at Obiano. Many of them are doing it. Many of them are aspiring to go to Nigeria and scam, be in government and loot everything and still come back to America and, continue their lives. You see, this type of people, don't you see that there is a gene that is, I cannot understand. Maybe after we look for, scientifically, we try to note that gene, that greed, that gene of greed, extreme greed, primitive greed. And any person that have it, maybe in future we'll have that technology in order to detect that gene, that deoxyribonucleic acid, part of a gene that is controlling or bringing up a primitive greed. We operate it and remove it so that the person otherwise, it's very sad that somebody will be in where there is electricity, where you can call ambulance and ambulance come and carry, but his ambition is to go and intimidate and scam those that are crying in Nigeria. And after everything, he will go back. Don't you see that there is something wrong in the nomenclature? There is something wrong. It's what we are trying to operate. Maybe if Biafra come, maybe we look for that, we invent that technology of removing that type of gene, that primitive greed, that gene controlling primitive greed. Because I call it primitive greed. I am telling you, it's not even primitive greed, primitive extreme greed. We remove it so that the person will be normal. the generations will be normal. Let me continue. There are also Muslim leaders such as Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, etc., who contributed immensely to India's struggle for independence. These are Muslim elites, Muslim clergy. You understand? That contributed in India's struggle for independence. And there is something I love. Do you know that during the time of India struggle for independence, Mahatma Gandhi, you know, Mahatma Gandhi was fighting for the greater India, every India, this and that. He wanted independence. It is still a Muslim that rose a question. Listen, it was a Muslim that rose a question to define India. This India we are fighting for, define it. Is it not the same thing that Awolowo tried to do before Nigeria has independence? I want people to think deep. The same thing Awolowo tried to do when they say we are not free. We are not ready to be independent. If you people want to be go back. We are not ready. We stay as we want until we are ready. It is still the same thing. He wants to shake off these people. Say go your way. But I'll say or no. I don't know guy. Okwaya you wanna now. Okona man. Okona. You know, I was talking with somebody the other day. He's an old man. He told me this. Awesome. Ihe na-eme ndị Igbo today. Ihe ahụ a byproduct of many things, including bad politics I may engage. Very greedy, selfish politics. Oh, here na suffer tata. Oh, here chukwu ji abu anyị ọnụ tata. No, aka anyị most of the thing when anyị jiri aka anyị nwete. Ihe anyị jiri aka anyị kpata. And I saw reason. I am telling you. I saw reason in it. Very bad politics. As I was saying, it was an Indian Muslim that told Gandhi, he said, this thing you are fighting, yes, you are doing great job. Oh. But this India we are fighting for, who is an Indian? Can we define India? It's a Muslim that started it. Because they don't want after they say this and that. No, you are a Muslim. Let us define it now before going to independence. And that question ricocheted to the mindset of most people. And, it restructured everything before independence. Blood were shed. People started defining India is a Muslim. Say India is a Hindu. They say, India is a Hindu. He said it's better we now separate as two countries. So it doesn't matter the suffering we suffer now. We suffer it now. The Muslims initiated it, and I love them for that. Is it not what Ahmad Bello wanted to do? To the extent he said, no, you people, we don't know you. This Nigeria, you people we cannot be together with you. They are the first people to say Araba. Thinking that, let me tell you, in Africa, the places near Christianity in West Africa, they gullible and stupid. Because they thought that the West, they are Christians like us, they will help us. That is the worst mistake they did. No, don't worry, we are one people now, we accept their religion, so they will help us. And after the reverse becomes the case. They didn't have foresight. I am telling you. These people, they have outspoken. Ahmad Bello said, he said, how can we be in Nigeria? Do we know you people? We are managing our thing, our caliphate, and you say you want to be in Nigeria with us. We don't know this Nigeria you are forcing us, so we don't want to be inside there. Azikiwe said, no, we don't worry, anything. Now, they saw how Azikiwe was desperate. They said, okay. They left Azikiwe because they said, how can I be negotiating with this kafir? How can I be negotiating with him? Let me negotiate with the master. They go behind and negotiated with Britain. Say, okay, you want us to be in Nigeria? Say, okay. Yeah, we have to be friends. You have to first of all if we will be in control of Nigeria before we accept this your amalgamation. Otherwise, we are not going to. They say, Britain say, these other people they are useless set of people, gullible set of people. You control them. We give you the scepter. And they did the independence ceremony, giving the caliphate the scepter of power. They did the mock battle, and they fall for the caliphate, and they understand what it means. Azikiwe was not there when they gave them the scepter of power, but they knew. They knew. Now the caliphate say, okay, you have given us the power, no problem. Now it's okay. Now let us shout one Nigeria. Kusheni hike one Nigeria. This Nigeria, I am chaga won't hear or going anywhere. That is behind our suffer till today. They are blinded by their greed and fame. Instead of seeing something good, it doesn't matter how you twist it. Every good leader must check and balance for the future. This action we are doing, we are taking, how is it going to benefit our future generations? Plus and minus, how is it going to come? How is it going to be? There must be a third force. What if this happens? How are we going to do it? Is it not better we go our own so that we manage ourselves? No, but we want that big one. The big one. It loses everything. And let us continue. I'm going on summary, please. Religion is always used as organizing and unifying factor. Let me start again. Religion is always used as organizing and unifying factor. But what we are seeing in our land today is totally different from organization and unification. It is being used as disorganizing factor, a deviation from the reality and from the government that is in charge of the daily realities of our lives. It is rather being used to sedate our people to live happily in abnormality and poverty, to live in fake hope. That is what we are. Normally, religion should be an organizing factor. But in our own place today, it becomes a disorganizing factor. A factor being used in order to sedate our people, to remove our people from reality, deviate our people from reality. You understand? Now, if they make religious centers a solution center, how can it be solution? If that's a solution center, why are we fighting for Biafra now? Do you see the logic we have? Why, if religious centers, both if you come, these are charlatans. If now all these things are solutions, now why are we fighting for Biafra? Why? Why do we need liberation? Where we can do our own thing and compete in our space in this world. But then why? If you put religion as the place of solutions for your health, for miracle, you get money, for place where you go, you'll be covered and you will not die of accident. Now, what is the role of government? Don't you ask them, what is the role of the government then? Which means government is zero. Once you are covered with the blood of Jesus, you are finished, you are free, But we have bad roads. Who is going to fix those bad roads? The government. They don't tell us. Who is going to mount a radar, over-speeding radar, or to control of speed, in order to control accidents? Who is going to control people in driving schools, so that people will be taught the codes of the road codes and made it so that if you have your driving license, you know that you know how to drive. Not moving car is driving. To avoid all these avoidable accidents. How do you control cars that are, even their tires that have expired? And you are happy that you get to Kumbo. You don't know that you are riding cars that have expired. I saw, in Korea, they say the expired tires. I mean, the expired cars. They are expired cars. Every 10 years, their new cars expire. After expiration, now they either destroy it, which is normal, or they specifically call the two countries in Africa, or they send it to Nigeria or Ghana. Expired cars, and they laugh, they clap. Koreans are telling themselves. And you are happy, calling it a miracle for you receiving an expired car from Korea. It's a miracle. Now, what about the people that build it? What is it then? What will you call it? Do you see why we need to relegate the effect of this thing they are pumping into our brains as religion? Or as religious teachings? Instead of this clergy to come up and tell people the truth and say, look, we need freedom. We need, we need people, we need to be competing with other countries. Not you running your own personal race. Come and sow your own seed to be blessed. Oh, you blessed by, once you are promoted, oh, you are blessed. Once you have a job, oh, you are blessed. In other countries, it's not blessing. It's normal thing for a citizen. It is your right to have a job. You understand? But for you, it's a blessing. Now, how do you call that a blessing? Whereas, okay, other thousands are not, they are roaming around without job. But only you have job and you give testimony. Is a blessing. Just imagine it. That is the selfishness they propagate into our brain. You say it's a blessing. Whereas other places, you immediately, even if you are schooling, you want to be doing part-time job, you'll be doing. You understand? After schooling, you have the right of job. It's a right, not a miracle. But all this clergy that's supposed to be telling the truth, they are not doing it. Why? Why have they turned the religion into their selfish interests? Why? And the people are not discerning it. They are going there, oh, I have miracle. What of other people? What of other millions of people? Now, if it's only you that is being, as I used to say, you are 10 inside a vehicle, due to bad road or container fall on top of your bus. 9 people died and you come out. You didn't die. You start giving testimony. What of others? What of others? I say, what of others? Why not we do that thing for ourselves? So that everybody, why don't we have that mindset? Collective development. Why? Collective development. We collectively, Imo State Airport, my parents contributed when I was going to school. They call it Imo Api Fund. Imo Api Fund. That Api Fund. By day Sambakwe. That time, and he used it. If it's now, even if they collect the funds, they will use it even and sponsor a presidential full presidential election. They will not use it to do the program. But they Sambakwe every time on 18 na radio, on 18 na television, na anakasi onye owo no obi ndim. Anakasi onye owo no obi. That time Imo and Abia we are one state. Na atono. Don't worry. Na oga de chamma. De sambakwe. Anato ego. That time, we as children, you go to school, you pay. When you pay for your school, your tuition fee, you pay for Imo Airport Api Fund. And the airport was built international standard, but no materials was granted by the federal government. And it continued being what it is today. So we are a people that we know ourselves as people that contribute for collective development. But religion came and divided us into piecemeal. We build schools in our villages. We build hospitals. We put electricity, buy transformers. Collectivity. Build the town halls. Today, where are all these values? Onye kpọrọ ya sị gị church ya sịkwa that Jesus ya sị that Jesus inye ego na that village ma na nsogbu ndị ọjọọ ga-esi na that ego inyere na that village. You see, he become completely isolated from ụmụnna them. Onye na control ya is that Jesus. What have we done to merit all this, please? What have we done? Religion and freedom should be synonymous. But in our land, they are using religion in order to disassociate us even from freedom. They are entangling us mentally more into cage. All these things should stop. Another definition of religion is a pursuit of interest followed with a great devotion. Pursuit is a pursuit or interest followed with great devotion. That is another definition of religion. A pursuit or interest followed with great devotion. This is why Biafra is our main religion. What we follow with a great devotion is Biafra, because we follow it with great devotion. It's what people have died for and continue dying for. That is why Biafra remains our religion, our main religion. Nothing can, remove us or separate us from this Biafra restoration, because it's our main religion. There's nothing that should provoke us in order to remove ourselves from this cause, because Biafra is our religion. Let us stop viewing religion as the solution to our problems. Rather, our freedom will herald the solution to our problems. Let us stop seeing religion as the solution to our problems. It is very bad. It is deviation from the reality. Because if you are seeing your religion as the solution to your problem, then why then are we going for freedom, for Biafra agitation or for Biafra restoration? Does it make sense? Because we see that our solution, collective solution, where we shall make laws that will, that will be convenient for each and for our collective interests. Today Nigeria is holding us hostage, limiting our standard. Let me tell you, whenever I see Nigeria players and football players, mostly they are Biafrans, I used to shake head. I say, which day? Do you know that any day that Biafra football team comes out, Biafra becomes a nation and our team comes out to play in African Nations Cup or World Cup, they will put their blood. Do you know what it means? They will play, you will play, because when you see them playing in Nigeria football, they play nonchalantly. It doesn't concern me. The same normal thing. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. If they lose, from there, each and every one of them will be taking flights, going directly to without even coming to Nigeria. Several times it have happened. They'll be taking flights, running back to their clubs, because it's not their problem. But when Biafra comes, that is where you will see what is called love for your nation. Love for your nation. When you play, you put all your heart in everything you are doing. Nigeria is going down because nobody loves Nigeria. Nigeria is just like a giant carcass. A quail that came to dry land and die. People are just cutting. I saw one time a few years back, whether in Bayelsa, one big giant quail, came ashore, was washed ashore. If you come, you use a onikan hammer, collect as much meat as you can. That is how they see Nigeria. Both politicians and the outsiders. It's a giant carcass. Tinubu said, "This is my turn," and he's showing it. It's his turn. He brought the budget of 20-something trillion naira without the detail, because it's turn. Half of the money is going to his pocket and his cabals, because it's their turn. Because that is Nigeria. It's a giant carcass. No person loves Nigeria. Neither the Fulani, nor the Northerners, neither the Westerners, nor the Easterners. Nobody loves Nigeria. You are just there under gunpoint. That is why everybody is going there to steal, to loot. Nobody is going there with his heart in order to work for the people. To work for who? Nigerians? What is Nigeria? Anything you are doing for Nigeria is just to loot, nothing more. But when we have our nation, it will be our soul. You know what is soul? OBI. You will see what is called love of a nation. If you understand me, this is where I'm going to stop. I am going to go into a few minutes break, and when I come back, I will open the lines so that people will, so that people will start calling in. Please do not go away. I will be right back. Do not go away. I will be right back.
Ụmụnne m ebe ọ bụla onye nọ ana m ekele gị, ana m aweela gị ọnọ n'ụtụtụ tata bụ Satọde abalị 9 nke ọnwa 12 afọ 2023 n'oge ihe omume anyị chi bọọla anụ ọzọ, njinjila eji, nkwụtụnkwụla akwụ, ebelebe na-egbu, nsekense na-eme, maka na ọkwanụ mmadụ dowere ụwa otu ọdụ. Ọ dị mma na nketa ọhaneze ndị Igbo. Ọhaneze ndị Igbo dị ụzọ ịbụa. Enwere nke Manuel Iwe Anyanwụ bụ onye isi, nwee nke isi guzo bụ onye isi ya. Ọhaneze ndị Igbo nke a isi guzo bụ onye isi ya na-ekwu na enwere ndị gọvanọ ịbụa n'ala Igbo bụ ndị na-ama amụma na-agaghị atọhapụ Nnamdi Kanu n'abalị 15 nke ọnwa anyị nọ n'ime, dịka ikpe ya na-abịa na ụlọ ikpe kpecha ọgwụ ala anyị. Ọhaneze ndị Igbo ebele ebubo na ndị gọvanọ ndị a na-agbasi mbọ ike ịhụ na atọhapụghị Nnamdi Kanu. Mana ihe m chọrọ ikwu, o nwere mgbe m kwuru okwu a na mbụ, mgbe ahụ m si Abuja lọta, mgbe ọchịchị steeti m buchara m gaa Abuja, tukpuo m na cell for 1 month and n'agbanyeghị na anyị gara ụlọ ikpe o natacha judgment ka atọhapụ m. Enwere ndị shiri ọnwụ na ama respect ihe ụlọ ikpe kwuru. Yes, o nwere ndị shiri ọnwụ na-enweghị ike respect ihe ụlọ ikpe kwuru, jiri polisi hold m hostage na cell. Ama m na-aghọta. So mgbe m lọtara ekwuru m ihe na-eji m onwe m mara na enwere ndị mere Nnamdi Kanu apụtabe. Ekwuru m ya. Esi na eji m onwe m mara na o nwere ndị shiri ọnwụ, ụmụnne anyị ndị Igbo shiri ọnwụ na Nnamdi Kanu ya apụta. So ihe ahụ ọhaneze ndị Igbo kwuru ugbu a wukwu iji kwukwuo exactly ihe ahụ nọ nso nkwa kwuru mgbe osu ụlọ tiri ndị uwe ojii na Maitama police station lata after a month and within this 1 month ụlọ ikpe kwuru si tọhapụ this guy, tọhapụ na onye a na aka ya dị ọcha, tọhapụ na onye a ka ọ naba. Tọhapụ na onye a na unu ejichieli ya karịa otu unu kwesịrị isi ejichie. Mana ndị uwe ojii shiri ọnwụ jichie m n'ihi na o nwere ndị shila azụ na-apị ihe dị aṅa na-asị ha ekpekwele ngwa were nụ nke ati ilụla akpa unu ekpekwele. So eji m onwe mara na enwere ndị shiri ọnwụ na Nnamdi Kanu ya apụta, mana ihere ga-emegbu ha on the 15th of December. Ihere ga-abụ nke ha n'elu, bụrụ nke ha n'ala, bụrụ nke ha n'aka nri, bụrụ nke ha n'aka ekpe, maka na etere ụgbọ etere azụ, emere elu emere ala. Nnamdi Kanu nwanne anyị nwoke ga-apụtarịrị. Yes, nwanne ebelivuru m ya. So ndị a niile na-agbalị kalịka agbali elu ama na ya nwanne ha na-eme na nkịtị. ha na-eme na nkịtị ka ha na-eme efu ka ha na-eme maka na nke bụ eziokwu bụ nwanne anyị nwoke Nnamdi Kanu ma ọ sọrọ ha o ma ọ sọrọ ha ọ ya apụta maka na Chukwu okike abịa na-ede gị ekwuo ya ekwuo. Ya mere gịnị ka anyị na-ekwu n'ụtụtụ a site ugbu a na-eru abalị 15 nke ọnwa a, gị bụrụ nwa afọ Igbo nwanne, nke ọbụla ị na-ekpe bụ ekpelu kpebe, ị na-agụ ya n'ọfọ gọba, ị na-asụ ya n'ogu sobe ya n'ogu, ị na-akụ ya aka naanị kụba aka naanị, ị na-echeni aka enu efesi anyanwụ nwanne mebie, ị na-esekpu a na-ekpe nke gị mebe, ị na-awụnye enu ekpe nke gị mebe. Otu ọbụla ị hụrụ ị ga-esi kpee ekpere a ka eluigwe na ala n'onu ndị Igbo, ka Chukwu okike abịa ma n'onu ndị Igbo, ka agbara niile nọ n'ala Igbo nwee ike pụta sorokwu okwu anyị na-ekwu na Kanu ya apụtarịrị. Nwanne mebie o, ọ dị oke mkpa na imebere ihe maka na nke bụ eziokwu bụ nwanne anyị nwoke Nnamdi Kanu ọ maka mụ na gị na-abọ ka anyị nwee liberation. Onye o ji nọrọ dị a, mmadụ onye ga-enwe nwa obi Kanu nwe, mmadụ onye na ala Igbo ga-enwe nwa ụdịrị obi Nnamdi Kanu nwere. Ejide m onwe m wee malụ ọgụ mụ na steeti a na-alụ, ọgụ mụ na ndị a na-alụ na Imo steeti ebe a, ya fọzikwa Nnamdi Kanu na-alụ international. Ejide m onwe m onye nke na-alụ lokal wee marụ ihe Nnamdi Kanu na-agabiga. So nwanne ị bụrụ onye Igbo, ekpere gị ụtụtụ efifie n'abalị tutu ruo abalị 15 nke ọnwa bụ ka Nnamdi Kanu mee gịnị? Ụlọ ikpe kpecha ọgwụ tọhapụrụ anyị nwanne anyị nwoke onye Nnamdi Kanu. Ọ dị anyị oke mkpa. O nweghị ihe dị ndị Igbo mkpa ugbu a karịcha ntọhapụ Nnamdi Kanu nwanne anyị nwoke. O nweghị ihe ọzọ m ga-asị gị dị onye kpọrọ onwe ya ezigbo nwa afọ Igbo amụchiri ike n'ala Igbo. O nweghị ihe dị ha mkpa ugbu a tata echi karịa ntọhapụ Nnamdi Kanu. Anyị niile na-eche ntọhapụ ya. Anyị niile na-eche ntọhapụ ya. Ntọhapụ ya ga-adị ka ọbịbịa Jizọs. Oh yes, ntọhapụ ya ga-adị ka ọbịbịa Jizọs. Ihe m na-agwa gị bụ eziokwu. Ya mere ekpere gị n'ụtụtụ efifie n'abalị dịka nwafọ Igbo bụ Chukwu okike abịa ma biko mezuoro anyị nkwa ikwere anyị site n'ịtọhapụ Nnamdi Kanu. Otu a ka ọ ga-esi eme. Anyị gọrọ ya n'ọfọ, anyị tụrụ ya n'ogu, anyị wụsara ya naanị, anyị sụrụ ya aka naanị na ọ ya eme ise. Ọ nọkwa n'ogu n'ọfọ. Amen.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Alu province of Biafra land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 9th day of December 2023. Our lines are now open. Our direct line as usual is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have a first caller already there. Please, callers, make it as brief as you could. Please, do not go too long. Please, let me check whether I can pick first of all the caller on direct line. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on direct line. Are you there?
Biafra. Nna Chukwu izize anyị na-ayọ ịhapụrụ anyị Nnamdi Kanu ka ọnwa ga-adị na 15th. Jonathan Chinedu ka ụnụ ha ka ụnụ aha na Chukwu ga-agọzi unu. Awụwa ọnụ kuma nwa nkwọ from n'aka. Ana m asị okwu nke anyị kwuru taa Chineke gozie gị anyị abụ n'ihu kamera hụ ife ndị omekpo ndị tupu bụrụ ọnụ anyị ga-adị ka anyị na-ene anya anyị ga-eme dịka unu kwuru. Chukwu gozie gị ka ọ dị n'ụta.
Ndewo gozikwe gị. Ndewo. Caller on WhatsApp. You are the first caller. Caller on WhatsApp, Mazi. Can you in Anonyam welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mazi Jonathan.
Ndewo Dodrege.
Ndewo. Ahambu Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm speaking from my location. I greet you, Mazi Jonathan. As always, I greet my leader and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man who set up this platform to expose the evil that was hidden under the roof of hell. I greet him once again. Yes, I want to start from the clip you played now about somebody talking about Ohaneze Ndị Igbo, Iwu Anyanwụ and Isi Gusoro, and the two governors that is working hard to see that our leader remain in prison. I have a question. Who is Iwu Anyanwụ as a person? Who is Isi Gusoro as a person? Then who is Supreme Court? To compare a human being to court. Do you know the meaning of court? In civilized world, apart from God, court is the highest in the whole world. Court is powerful than a president of any country. A judge can imprison a president of a country where something is working. It is very, very a shame to Nigeria and their cohorts to disgrace themselves up to this extent to the whole world. That who is Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, a criminal? Who is Hope Uzodinma, a criminal that was forceful to rule a state? When I'm hearing this type of thing, I'm getting worried what will happen to a place they call Nigeria. People without shame. Somebody is comparing a human being to a court. Do you know when you go to a high court, you will see a symbol of a human being. They use something like wrapper and cover his two eyes. He has a logo of court in one hand and a sword in the other hand. That means nobody, be a president of a country, you are nothing to the court. Be a senator in Nigeria, be a governor, you are nothing. The court will jail you if you offend. But in Nigeria, it's a different case. Because Nigeria is not following the rule of law. And they see where they are today. They are in the laughing stock of the whole world, Nigeria. For somebody to come out and making noise about Ohaneze, who is Ohaneze indeed? If those people understand the disgrace they have put on themselves, Iwanyanwu And this is not supposed to come out where people will see them. Because they are shameless idiots. They are shameless idiots. They are not supposed to come out so that people will see them. They don't know the meaning of leadership. They have disgraced themselves to the extent that even, I don't know how to put this type of idiots in position they think they're supposed to be. There was another clip. One person who said that he's a man of God. He said, anybody will not cause Chinedu, thunder will fire him. All that and that. Continue saying all rubbish. That man, if you say you are a man of God, you are defending Chinedu, a criminal, number one. You don't know that Nnamdi Kanu is the only man of God in Nigeria. Because Nnamdi Kanu stands for the truth. Nnamdi Kanu preached the truth. Nnamdi Kanu came to save Nigerians. Nnamdi Kanu came to save Africa as a whole, as a black race. Nnamdi Kanu don't ask for money. Nnamdi Kanu lay his life for the poor. Just exactly what Jesus did on his own time. That is not Nnamdi Kanu for you. You claim that you are a man of God. You are making noise and say all rubbish of things because you people are praying to get tithe and offering, to buy aircraft, to live and enjoy from the poor people who feel that you are taking them to heaven without knowing you are a criminal with the Bible in Nigeria. And you are praying for Nigeria to continue so that you continue sucking the blood of poor people and reaching yourself. Do you know what Jesus did when he was here on earth? Jesus go to the temple and see the evil that is going on. Jesus turned the temple of the people that are exchanging money in the temple and drove the criminals out of the church. Do you know that that time is even better than Nigeria you see today, claiming they are man of God? Do you know that Nigeria today is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah? Nigeria is a country where people organs are harvested, are shipping abroad, and people are inside praying. Criminals all over the whole place. Britain has destroyed Africa through Nigeria. And that was what our leader had been preaching all along. That Nigeria is a cancer to Africa. That if you cut the head of Satan Nigeria, the black race, we see the light of the day. Nigeria is not worthy for anything. The whole world have seen Nigeria, a place corruption was manufacturing. Nigeria has been corrupt to the extent they are manufacturing corruption and shipping to all the whole world leaders, bribing them, corrupting the whole world. Nigeria is going to destroy the whole world at the end of this race because Nigeria is Satan headquarters. Where British put them is where they are. British is the worst thing that happened on the earth. And they will receive their reward at the end of the whole thing. Thank you, Jonathan. I greet my leader once again.
Thank you, Mazi.
We are waiting for 15th on Friday. Let's see what those things they are playing. What is going to happen? Thank you very much, and Biafra.
Almost Biafra. Thank you very much. Caller on signal. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
Yes, I believe you're referring to me.
Yes, of course. You're on signal. And to you.
Okay, thank you,
There we
Mazi. This is Mazi Farmer. I turned on the radio, and then that was when we were going on a short break. Then the clip came on, a shocking clip and quite a revealing clip by, I think he said his name is Konsonkwa, where he used his experience in Abuja to illustrate what he thinks is going on regarding why our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still remanded in the dungeon. A clear indication that the backbone of the justice system in the zoo called Nigeria has been completely smashed into smithereens by bribery and corruption. How in the world one can clearly now see why Nigeria can never go forward. Nigeria will stay in a state of regression. Last night I was coming home, and I'm bringing this up because when Mazi Chinedu spoke last time, he said something in this vein. I live on top of a hill, and down there's a business there. It's a 24-hour business, 7-Eleven, at the corner of an intersection. It's a 4-way intersection. And I saw a lot of police cars in the area to a point where I had to turn around because the road was blocked by police cars. I went a different way to go home, even though I was right close to where I was going. This morning, I went through there and saw that the road was clear. However, that business has been sealed off with police tape. So that business right now, as we speak, is now under police investigation. Nobody can enter there until the police have finished their investigation. And we saw what took place at Law Banta. And such a place that should be a scene of investigation, just like what took place here, it's not happening. And when you relate it to what Mazi Nonsonkwa spoke about, what our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going through, because he is serving humanity, the best example of somebody who has the best of humanity at heart. What he's going through, where justice system can be manipulated by underhandedness. But, you know, at the end of it, I am very, very heartened that we are on the righteous side. Our pursuit for self-determination is a legal pursuit. It's a human right. It can only be delayed, but it cannot be stopped. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must come out. Every IPOB family member should see, excuse me, who heard this and the similar, need to see it as a motivating force. The reason why we need to multiply our effort over and over and over again, because as far as we are on the side that we are, the side of justice, there is no way at the end we will not win. And it comes to also prophetic, the prophecy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said, in the end, Biafra must come. And that will be the end of it. Biafra must come. So thank you for that particular revelation. And there is no doubt we must continue, because at the end we must win. Thank you very much.
There we go. Thank you very much. There we go. We must continue. Let me see, Mazi Joe. Hold on. Let me pick this caller on direct line. The caller on direct line, can you hear me? Please go on. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line, can you hear me? There, we'll go on. Please go on.
Let us go after the Chinedu. Biafrans all over the world. We have all had the Jonathan. And we are deciding with the Jonathan. Imagine a whole rich over 100 million people that is bearing the name of a foreigner. Number one, complete wrong. Who is the Biafrans? We are bearing English name, the name of it. The dead and I say so that we never be serious with the foreigners. Right? And Emmanuel Wana but that I get about that state as a governor. Let me take it. They are slaves. None of them are tired. We are fighting the freedom here. You will see America. You will see United Nations. The same thing. Then we shall know if the United Nations now animals to be there on a human place. That is the Supreme Court of Chinedu. We shall know if our leader, our leader, people, the son of the most guy to go to death. We shall know these things. At all the ages in Biafra land, 15. All the governors, 15. People continents in America, 15. We have all together the challenge. Most of them. Let us not attack. Nnamdi Kanu, 15. We shall know if the Supreme Court together. After the Biafrans, we will be further religious leaders. Shameless teachers that have worshiped foreign man to religion. And you say that our tradition and our culture. Now I will say, all the politicians bad. Where are politicians who are? They see them on the card. Everybody knows what can okay, let's go. What about? I said, like that, those are them back. All of you politicians know no more. Anyone is there. Let's see that. Like, you must go to the mountain. Maneke, Maneri, Manam,
Mazi, Joe Agafe, there we welcome to the program. The platform is yours. In an There we Mazi.
Okay. Mazi, am I coming out clear, please?
You are. Go on, please.
Okay. Mazi, Mazi, let me make it a quick one. I drafted out 2 points that I want to contribute on. First and foremost, I want to talk about, Ndi living abroad, especially in America and some in Europe, they are enjoying the good things of life that the governments of wherever they are has created for its people, to enjoy. The governments in those countries, they don't wait for the roads to get spoiled. They have years that they give to it. Before anything happens to it, they destroy that one and, repair it again. That is the way they do in a country where people think ahead. But imagine a country like Nigeria, where one Igbo person will come from America to rule. Only him, he will put generator, everything to be comfortable in his house, just like the way he's living in America. But the people that he has come to rule are suffering. But those people, they don't understand that they are the fools. This man has left where he was enjoying. He has even come to be enjoying more. And the people, do not know that that man is supposed to be working for them. Mazi, another problem in Nigeria is that our people do not know the meaning of what democracy is. They don't know that democracy is when they elect people to work for them. They don't know. And, in a situation or a country where poverty has been recognized against the people will be sheepishly following anybody that wants to dish out money to them. Then secondly, I want to talk about the Biafran football team you made mention about. Mazi, I'm into soccer, a coach. There was a day I was thinking about, our team Biafra, the jersey will be wearing, how all of us will be chanting and supporting from all over the world. Like what you said, our boys are going to play with pride. They will play with all their hearts out. Look at the current team. There's no zero. All the players, lackadaisical approach to any game that comes, they just come, they play, they collect their money, they immediately fly back to their base. I used to tell people that, see, these boys, do you think they're happy with the condition in Nigeria? They have families, but their aim is to play, collect money and give to their families and they move on. None of them, they are not playing with nothing. Look at the female teams. They will play and they win matches. Everybody will be rejoicing. I will say, look at all these fools. The name Nigeria that you are playing for, it does not mean anything from this part of from any part of the south, from the Yoruba side or from the Igbo side or anywhere. It does not mean anything. The name Nigeria, Super Eagles. Do we have Eagles in the south? No. Eagles are mostly in Savannah areas. That's up north. The horses that they use as the emblem of Nigeria is from the north. You don't have horses in our place. The name Naira for the money, it does not record. It doesn't mean anything from where we come from. Kobo does not mean anything. Everything that they have brought is from the north, and our people are sheepishly enjoying any match that Eagles are playing. Eagles playing. Igbos are playing, Yorubas are playing. Virtually most of the players are from the east. Senior national team, any of the teams, Igbos are always the highest there. And all of them are playing with pride. Mazi, we can't wait for Biafra to come. Thank you, Mazi.
There we Mazi. There we. Thank you very much. That's it.
You're welcome, Mazi.
There we. Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
I can hear you, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu.
There we Mazi.
I remain Mazi Milimanu, calling from United Arab Emirates. Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, thank you for your wonderful work. You are doing very well in your area. Imana one nine woke kuloku sineke loleke. I urge every Biafran spot, each and every one of us must be doing very well in our own wing, so that we can be able to restore our beloved nation Biafra. Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, and my fellow good people of Biafra that are hearing my voice right now. What our brother Mazi said is 100%. Is 100% true. For what he passed through in the hand of these criminals, call themselves leaders or rulers in that zoological republic called Nigeria. What our brother Nosongwa said is 100% true. But in area of what he said about one governor or one senate said that that our leader, that Nigeria government must not release our leader. In that aspect, I take that as a rumor that two political leaders in Biafra land
urge Nigeria government not to release our leader. That is a rumor. The people that we know that hold our Nigeria is Nigeria government. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Nigeria government is the people that hold our leader. And they must release our leader to us. And I knew that the High Court of Nigeria must do the needful, as the Appeal Court did, to release an innocent man, so that the land of Biafra will be at peace. So that the land of Biafra will be at peace. We can't wait to see our leader to be released on 15th of December, because that is what will bring the land of Biafra to be at peace. They must release our leader for us. And in the area of these religious leaders that you said, they don't want to tell our people their problem. How can you expect the religious leader to tell our people their problem? When you see them making money in the suffering of our people. The reason why all these business centers in Nigeria is growing up, all these criminal religious leaders is making money in the miserable life of our people today is because of the bad condition of that is Zoological Republic of Nigeria. If Nigeria is a good government that takes the care of their citizens, all those business centers that you see, that they call, whatever they call it, in that Zoological Republic today, none of them will be in existence. In Western country today, nobody goes to church. Nobody. When you went to church there, you will see only the old men and old women inside there. Because they know that church is where they can meet together and they see themselves. They don't go to church because of they want to go to heaven or they want to go to hell. No. They go there and they all have fun, drink coffee, drink tea. So, the problem that we are suffering today is that the criminal religious leaders that hold the millions of our people don't want to tell our people the truth. And then when we start to tell our people the truth, they will take us as an enemy because we want to liberate our people from the bondage. Religious leaders that hold the millions of our people don't want to tell our people the truth. And then when we start to tell our people the truth, they will take us as an enemy because we want to liberate our people from the bondage. Religious leaders that hold the millions of our people don't want to tell our people the truth. And then when we start to tell our people the truth, they will take us as an enemy because we want to liberate our people from the bondage. Religious leaders that hold the millions of our people don't want to tell our people the truth. And then when we start to tell our people the truth, they will take us as an enemy because we want to liberate our people from the bondage. Religious leaders that hold the millions of our people don't want to tell our people the truth. And then when we start to tell our people the truth, they will take us as an enemy because we want to liberate our people from the bondage. Religious leaders that hold the millions of our people don't want to tell our people the truth. And then when we start to tell our people the truth, they will take us as an enemy because we want to liberate our people from the bondage. Religious leaders that hold the millions of our people don't want to tell our people the truth. And then when we start to tell our people the truth, they will take us as an enemy because we want to liberate our people from the bondage. Religious leaders that hold the millions of our people don't want to tell our people the truth. And then when we start to tell our people the truth, they will take us as an enemy because we want to liberate our people from the bondage. Religious leaders that hold the millions of our people don't want to tell our people the truth. And then when we start to tell our people the truth, they will take us as an enemy because we want to liberate our people from the bondage. Religious leaders that hold the millions of our people don't want to tell our people the truth. And then when we start to tell our people the truth, they will take us as an enemy because we want to liberate our people from the bondage. Religious leaders that hold the millions of our people don't want to tell our people the truth. And then when we start to tell our people the truth, they will take us as an enemy because we want to liberate our people from the bondage. Religious leaders that hold the millions of our people don't want to tell our people the truth. And then when we start to tell our people the truth, they will take us as an enemy because we want to liberate our people from the bondage. Religious leaders that hold the millions of our people don't want to tell our people the truth. And then when we start to tell our people the truth, they will take us as an enemy because we want to liberate our people from the bondage. Religious leaders that hold the millions of our people don't want to tell our people the truth. And then when we start to tell our people the truth, they will take us as an enemy because we want to liberate our people from the bondage. Religious leaders that hold the millions of our people don't want to tell our people the truth. And then when we start to tell our people the truth, they will take us as an enemy because we want to liberate our people from the bondage. Religious leaders that hold the millions of our people don't want to tell our people the truth. And then when we start to tell our people the truth, they will take us as an enemy because we want to liberate our people from the bondage.
All of them were claiming to be in charge. But today, they have found out that they cannot continue. You can't continue to drag something you don't know. You understand me? Something you do not know the genesis, the beginning. You are not the originator. You don't know how those formations started. You continue dragging it. And I thank IPOB media personnel and IPOB commentators on social media. We continue to educate the people until people continue to push this message on their throats. They now gradually, when they ran to M branch, trying to take up M branch, it didn't work out. They now today, they have moved out to form their own army. You understand? I think you can see their army, they are calling now their army. You understand me? And now they move up to create their own government. In America, in anywhere they create it, in America or Europe, they know, because as long as I know, there are 4 governments in exile. In Europe, in America and in Europe. For Biafra, 4 governments in exile. 4. Every one of them are struggling. Who will outsmart and outdo order? So, all those things. Even me, I sent a message to Chinedu while in detention. I sent him a message. And I know this message I sent for him is based on this same barrister, before that time, I sent Chinedu a message. And I'm making it public. Everybody should know. This message, most of you might have asked these questions. Most of you might have, you've been wondering with these questions. There are 2 questions I sent to Chinedu, and I got the reply
through a lawyer, I address that message to, not through message so that people should know. I asked Onyendu, I say, Onyendu, because it will help us to make decisions. These messages, the lawyers are bringing messages always. We don't have to come and say, Onyendu said, you know, we are the IPOB leadership. We don't want to come on air and say, Onyendu said, because we know he gave us the authority to carry out the daily duties for this movement. So coming to say, Onyendu said, we are trying, anybody saying like that, trying to lean his back on something so that he can be able to convince people. The IPOB leadership does not lean their back because so coming to say, Onyendu said, we are trying, anybody saying like that, trying to lean his back on something so that he can be able to convince people. The IPOB leadership does not lean their back because be able to convince people. The IPOB leadership does not lean their back because be able to convince people. The IPOB leadership does not lean their back because be able to convince people. The IPOB leadership does not lean their back because be able to convince people. The IPOB leadership does not lean their back because be able to convince people. The IPOB leadership does not lean their back because be able to convince people. The IPOB leadership does not lean their back because be able to convince people. The IPOB leadership does not lean their back because
Obi Nnamdi Kanu nwelu ejide m onwe m wee malụ ọgụmụ na steeti a na-alụ ọgụmụ na ndị a na-alụ na Imo steeti ebe a na-afọzikwa Nnamdi Kanu na-alụ international ejide m onwe m onye nke na-alụ lokal wee marụ ihe Nnamdi Kanu na-agabiga sọwa na ịbụrụ onye Igbo ekpere gị ụtụtụ efifie n'abalị tutu ruo abalị 15 nke ọnwa abụ ka Nnamdi Kanu mee gịnị ụlọ ikpe kpecha ọgwụ tọhapụrụ anyị nwanne anyị nwoke onye Nnamdi Kanu ọ dị anyị oke mkpa o nweghị ihe dị ndị Igbo mkpa ugbu a karịcha ntọhapụ Nnamdi Kanu nwanne anyị nwoke o nweghị ihe ọzọ m ga-asị gị dị onye kpọrọ onwe ya
Welcome back.
Welcome
back. This is Radio Biafrans service. I was rudely interrupted technically, but I think now my voice is being restored. And we are heading towards the end of the program as I bring in Mazi. Chris, please. Thank you for holding on for this long. Please go on. Please go on. It's one of those things. There were. Yes, yes.
Something that can interrupt the media and other things. We know and we understand the problems,
Yes.
but we are moving forward. Mazi, this is Amy Chris calling from Italy. The last caller was saying something that I do somehow, not somehow. For me, for my own person, the way I reason things, I concur with that person. What he has said. To me, I don't believe that there's governor saying that they don't want to release Nnamdi Kanu. He is the president. He has the no. When he say yes, no governor has the audacity to challenge his thoughts or whatever his decision. Nobody, and it's not the court is holding Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been freed by the court, by their competent court of jurisdiction has freed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So what they are doing is this useless. What they call Attorney General before? What is it called? This useless Fulani man that will put the law, put injection on the rule of the court, state of execution, which it doesn't apply in any place in the law. In the Nigerian law, it doesn't exist. So now the president has the right to say, "I let Nnamdi Kanu go." Tell the DSS to release him now. They can immediately, with immediate effect, they will release him. So what I understand there is that I don't know how they play this game. I was thinking about this since 3 days now. Even somebody called me yesterday, and I still tell him the same time I'm saying here now. It was a game plan for we to continue fighting ourselves. They know that we are too emotional. We are too sentimental. Our people. In any slight mistake, we keep on blaming ourselves instead of to look around. Just exactly what happened during the killings in Imo State and Anambra State. Everybody focus. Our people say IPOB, ESA. I said no. Look on the ground. You find out that those people are killing people in Imo State that are not ESA. We can't kill our people that we have come to serve. And they're telling me, okay, until Asadu Okubana now declared that he is working with Opposite in Imo State, then what is he working then? If he's working under security and these people are being killed like this, then who is responsible for the killing? And where did he get the arms to foster the guys that are working with them? They empower them with arms, heavy arms. And who are there? Do anybody know them? This is Asad Okubo's guys. Do anybody know them? We know them as a Bubag. And the Bubag are the people killing people. So now this is the problem our people are facing. In any slight mistake, we become carried away with a wrong information. They have passed this information through media. Nobody carry it. From media, they go to newspaper. Nobody carry it. They now pass it to pastors. They now see that the only place that can they touch now, everybody can hear it is Ohaneze. They now shift it to Ohaneze. Ohaneze have come to make that statement. They tell us the governor. Tell us the governor who is against the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let us tackle the governor. And there's one thing I know. I'm just observing a lot of things within these weeks and last week. You know, they arrested Ezak. After they have arrested, this guy made a statement that after they went there, they go to Abuja and they have settled the matter. And even the lawyer they called is the lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And they advised him to withdraw. Because tomorrow, maybe IPOB will fight him. IPOB will never fight Mazi Ezak because he's doing the right thing. And now they use that IPOB. You know, they are fearing us. IPOB. So these politicians use us. When you are kids, sometimes I so this is how we have actually use IPOB in there. In certain things like this, they now use IPOB, present IPOB before the result of whatever, and they use IPOB. So they have used IPOB now against Isaac, so that the Isaac will stop what he's doing, because they know that what he's doing is a manifesting. Something is coming out on daily basis. People are now begin listening very, very well to understand that the white people play us game on their religion of Jesus Christ. And I have a music of Bob Marley I used to play in my car every day. He said, I am sick and tired of dying, going to heaven in Jesus' name. I'm sick and tired of it. So now I'm tired of not being told, the story not being told. Now you have seen the light. Why can't you rise up and fight for right? This is the song. Every day I play this music on my phone, on my car. So now what am I saying, my brother? That information is a wrong information. To me, it's a wrong information. If a president, even if there's governor that said that if you want to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, it's only just one single order. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go. He will go. You don't need to come and tell us that there's a governor antagonizing the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Who is that governor? Has the temerity to what the order of the president? In Nigerian settings of government, where does that exist? In Nigerian political dispensation, it doesn't exist. All I know is that they want to present this so that we continue fighting ourselves instead of we to fight those holding our leader. That's why I say that I concur with the last caller before this the interaction came, because he said that who is holding our leader is the Tinubu and their Nigerian government with the Britain. This is the people, but now they want to push all those things to our people so that we continue fighting ourselves, and instead of fighting the right fight. And we know, because I think we have reason enough. The only thing I say, last 2 days here, I called you. I said I pick one thing in everything our HOD said, that after 15th of December, IPOB will lose their patience. We will do everything possible if they don't release our leader. Listen, let me tell you, if we will die, let us die. He said Martin Luther King, he died today. Who remember his words? All we remember is legacy. The legacy is what we are remembering today. If we will lay our life for the survival of our people, I think our legacy will be left. There's a video also I watched today. One man said in a Thai language, said, after 100 years, nobody knows where all those cars, all these, even our family, those we work very hard to make sure that we build them. Our future they put by the side, maybe after 10 years they throw away it. Nobody will remember us again. We have gone and gone forever. So why should you be bothering yourself not to say the truth? Say the truth, because the truth is the legacy you will live on this planet that people will remember always. So this is where I stand. And another thing I want to say, concerning so that I will let you go, my dear brother. Religious issue. I see that our people, if Biafra came, then we will because the road is very, very long. If we are trying to be political, my brother, more days are coming, more people are being, because hardship is what are contributing to the prayer section and everything, and all especially kind of way, because when I don't want to watch him at all. Any day somebody, if you become my friend sharing the video, I block you. That's what I've been doing. Because he got, but they say, this is not arrant nonsense.
Mazi,
that is a boy. Oh, because only our people who believe wrong. Oh, hey, our people will our people. Our people believe one and stroke, and a Buddha no, Buddha do chance stroke, the stroke ever can cook. Mandoji Breba, Unina de Luto, our king a bus stroke. Mandocha, in beside Amro Budo, Canon Abani, in my Obudo Brian here. Let me just say the inside of the Buddha, they're bigger than our own. How reach $1,500 now salary every month in beside the Buddha. And somebody take care of them. And how the if you been sometimes I look on herself. I look on one in beside them and they want I look on one. How we can treat one free from that thing. So man, I can't go to Buddha can buy how much I buy. You can buy for one man. I got like what every street they got buy. You got food 2 or 3. In this country where I am, Italy. So everybody living here must testify to it. So I want to tell our people what they will stop doing. Any day you go to church or you go to see man of God, or you go to a prayer ground, or they ask you to write your problem. If you want to test that your reverend or your father or whoever it is, don't give your information, because what they do is that they allow you to write your name, your information, where you came from, who you are, and you put it in a basket. He said, "We pray for it." You know, remember, I remember Ochez used to do that. He said, "Write your name and they put it there. They will burn the paper and send the smoke to air. The God will hear your prayer." That is our. I did this thing ignorantly. My brother have moved around with anything concerning church. I've gone around for many years with them. So when I'm against them for the nonsense they're doing, I have a reason. Because I've gone around. I've gone around with them. So Ochez in Olu, there, you from Olu, you know who I'm talking about. Ochez, I used to go to her place. My friend is being brainwashed there. He took me to that place. So we used to go there, and they ask you to write your problem, write everything that God will, they will pray for over it. After that, you pray. Then you write everything, write your information, your name, where you are coming from, what you are doing, your businessman, what you definitely write what brought you there. And he now go, and they will take the paper and pour it somewhere where this man will come and they read some of them and pick up those that he want to minister for that day. Maybe 2-3 people. He now called, there's a man here who came from Abuja. He was a businessman. He just say exactly what you write on paper, and then you will stand up. He begin to tell you all those things you know. From questions he asks you, he gives you more answers to what is your problem. That is arithmetics. So I don't want you to go there and anything they ask you, you want to try them, write the wrong information. Even if you go to Dibena about for someone about it, so that he will know if he can find out whether really your real name is Uzoma or Kelechu. So tell them the wrong thing and try their faith. You know what they're doing. You understand that this people have nothing. That's where I find how I find out all this thing from them. When I go to that, I don't tell them exactly what I came for. I tell them different things. They ask you, where do you come from, my dear son? I tell them different things. And I want to find out whether he will know why I came there. None of them, over 10 of them I tried. None of them was able to tell me exactly what I came from. So this is what I want to tell our people to notice from today. Do not give your information to all these people. Even if you go to a prayer ground, don't give your information. God wants to know you. They say God is everywhere. Even in your heart, you know what you carry in your heart. That is what he wrote in the Bible. The Bible. So don't give that information to that reverend or to that pastor, so that he will not use it to pray for you. Keep your information, or otherwise write a wrong information to them and supply. You will see what happens. He will use that information, write that wrong information and call a wrong name. And when he calls that wrong name, know that the name you write, you stand up, so that you will see him foolishing himself there. They don't have anything. Nobody, God doesn't tell them anything. If you go to church every day, you will see yourself dreaming where you are going to heaven. If you go to work, if you swim every day, or you cross Mediterranean Sea, you see yourself falling inside Mediterranean Sea. That's a dream. Not when they dream, they come and tell you, God told me. God, where the information? How did God tell you? So, my dear brother, the last one, before I drop now, one of our brothers called and talk about team of Nigerian nationality. When you are even in your program, talk about it. The only thing I want to say is Nigeria, those playing, if Biafra call, you will see the patriotism there. People playing for their country. You see them. But this one they are playing, those days you see Nigerian team are running. Those days was because FIFA never grant Nigerians to the Nigerian players to be sold to foreign clubs if not participating in the national team. There's no way they go out. But this time around now, they have means of going out. They go out not through Nigerian team. They find way to team. They sell them through agents. They get to small team in Europe, and for small team they match to big teams in Europe. Mikel Obi is the example, and many of them. So those days you see Okocha or perform. Those days where you have to display yourself is a national team. That's why you see them play very fine football. They're playing to see that they can be able to buy by order in foreign clubs. That's why you see them putting their zeal, playing very well. But this time around, that you see them, they can make their way. The Nigerian government can call them back, and you see Nigerian government. Even if, as I speak now, Nigerian players now have the best players in Africa, but they don't do very well because they don't have the zeal, they don't have the patriotism. Mazi, let me leave it here. Thank you very much and God bless you.
There were Mazi. You've said it all. Thank you, Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is where I'm going to stop picking calls and going towards the end of the program. Like what you said, I totally agree. What they are doing is to make us to be pursuing shadows. You understand? They'll be making us to be pursuing shadows. They will tell us, oh no, it's your people that is it's your people that is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So our people now is in Abuja. Is the president. When it comes to president, they will not give our people. But when it comes to holding one of us, they say holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they say it's our people. It's our people. You know, they are trying to use our brains in different ways, but we have now understood them. This is the way they tell us, Igbos hate on ourselves. Igbos, every day becomes a song. They hate themselves. You will see Igbo man with any slightest thing. Igbo man does with his brother. Hey, we say it. Yeah, we say it. You know, they hate themselves. Mohbad was killed by his fellow Yoruba man. They didn't mention that Yoruba hate themselves. Imagine that is Igbo man that did this thing against his Igbo brother. The whole news will be, hey, it's a confirmation that they kill. Igbos hate themselves. No, they kill on themselves. We have mastered this on his Old Testament, I call it. All these plans. They want us to perpetually continue looking for faults in ourselves. Looking for faults. You know, when they tell you something, you sing it, it enters into your subconscious. Now it becomes something that is what you always look for. But today we have understood. The people that are holding Mazi, and you know that Ohaneze Ndigbo is a Fulani agent. They use them to play kite flying, as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu we call it. Oh, Ohaneze says some governor. Call the name of the governors. Call their name. Stop pushing. It's just like what the so-called the pastors, men of God, used to say. Oh, he's one of your brothers. I don't want to mention his name. He's one of your brothers. Mention the name. Let us hear. And you see that he will fall woefully. All these people, they know how to put acrimony, separation. That is what the Nigerian government is doing. Just to, I want to release him, but it's your brother that say no. How are you saying that? So it's our brother that is in charge. It's a governor that is in charge of Nigeria. Is that what you're telling me? Let us understand their way of movement. I mean, their way of doing things. We have mastered it. They want us to continue fighting perpetually. That is it. But we are no more Mughals. Before, we have been stupid set of people. But today, many of us have risen up. You understand? So, thank you for listening. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is everything we have. As we say, tomorrow we commence the Igofo with Oji in Biafra land by an elderly person. The eldest in our land, in our communities. Thank you for listening. And do not forget that tomorrow there will be an interview by to our barrister Ejiofor. But the time is what, because it's Mazi watching it that we do it. He's saying that it is supposed to be 7 a.m. 7 a.m. But what is written on the flyer is 2 p.m. I don't know. But it's supposed to be 7 a.m. So please check first by 7 a.m. before we check at 2 p.m. please. So that it will not be topographic mistake. Thank you for listening. From me, from here It is simply good evening.
Of the rising sun is a home of hope, a home of hope of the Biafrans. The power of the eastern land is a promised land, a blessed land of the Chupa Biafra. See Biafra, see Biafra. Also,